Hi there, my name is Shashank Gupta and I go by Sunny. I'm a sophomore and I'm a sophomore and I transferred from Tri-County Tech. This is my video vlog on Clemson for Clemson Library 100. My video, I'm sorry it took me so long to make my video vlog because I had totally forgotten what discussion or dialogue I went to, and after finding some papers, it was on social identity. This is just my guessing. If I'm right, it was on social identity. Uh, 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 the main question they asked was if the dialogue was a component library 100. Uh, and was it for good for universe experience? Yes, I think. Library, I think dialogue is a component of library 100, and it was good contribution for university experience. Another main question they asked was, as soon as we got into our dialogue session, was, what is a dialogue? A dialogue is contributed between two people or groups or a certain amount of students or teachers, which go through a small debate or discussion to a common understanding, uh, like uh, like people talking about something and they get like people talking about something they want into common ground with a small where they get into a debate, or sometimes they just discuss about it. For example, if I give you the president election, where two certain amount of president electors who try to debate about how to make the country better, and that's how they get into a common ground of making country better. That's what dialogue is. Dialogue is an open-minded session where people can just talk about what uh, what is right, what's wrong, or what comes in their mind. It it also has a it also is knows about people reflection on something like global warming and something like what people think about it. They can get into a debate or discussion. That's how dialogue works. As for my observation in our dialogue group, we had a certain amount of people in our dialogue. Like we have about 12 to 15 people in our dialogues session, and we had our dialogue session was pretty good. It was fun. We answered every question they asked to us about dialogues, and it was a pretty good group. They had their own. Our group had their own way of talking about the dialogue or the social identity our session was on. Uh, yes, too. I had joined the active. I was also. I also did the active voice in our group. In our group we were talking about race, ethnicity, social economic classes, gender, sexual orientation, age, or national origins, first language and physical, emotional development, and religious and spiritual attention, and race. Main thing, mostly people, our group were talking about whole thing. We had people who put up the main people who would ask some questions, put papers around the class during the session, telling which group I want to join in. And I joined a race for my group, and big race, and people, like there were two people in race and certain people, and someone was like open-minded for whole thing. We also had discussed about how people were racist, and like in our group they talked mostly they were talking about the racist, and genders, and mostly sexual orientations. Race, we were mostly talking about race in our group because how people are racist, like old people, and there are certain people who are very racist. they'll go to certain place, just talk about that people shouldn't be, people like brown, black, like people shouldn't be living in this country. They sit only in white country or something like that. I had an example because where I worked, there was a certain lady who had a boyfriend with a Mexican guy who came over and was talking every bad thing about him and saying stuff to us, like really mean stuff. And they were talking about those. They were talking about genders too, like male and female, and like how certain people are there who only wants male to do stuff and ladies to stay home, no school or something. And we also talked about sexual orientation. Sexual orientation means where people are gay, lesbians, or something, because we were talking about those because they are people who are gay, but they work out to be pretty good people, and like our whole country, there are certain part of our country who are not legalizing gay marriage or something. That we were talking about, like how people are still gay, but they're working out the time with each other and happy. Our group went through everything according to what planned. We were in our together in a group, and we got out together as a group, but our group was pretty good. Yeah. So as we discussed, we discussed through dialogue, and we had a small discussion. There were certain debates about some stuff, but the debate worked out pretty good too. And as to say, our dialogue was pretty good. Uh, so again, dialogue is something that connects the community together. So is same thing as like talking about two people or a group that can talk into something, come into common ground without any problem. It's just with the small things what they think is right and wrong. So this is my video vlog for Library 100. Thank you.